I'm Rebecca Rosenblatt, sex therapist. The #1 complaint I hear from couples is bedroom boredom. Well, I won't stand for it. In the next 30 minutes, I will whip another couple's relationship into shape. How are you doing between the sheets?
I'm Anne, I'm 25 years old.
I'm Jacob, I'm 26 years old.
I work in marketing.
I work in investment banking.
I love him dearly, he's really amazing.
Our sex life used to be very intense.
We got so involved with our lives that we're kind of forgetting about each other.
What we're looking for is to bring back some of that intensity and passion.
Anne and Jacob love each other to bits, but there just isn't enough sex going on. The demands of the daily grind have taken away from the bump and grind. Let's see if you can shake things up a bit and leave them quivering in each other's arms. So how did you meet?
We met at university.
Was it love at first sight? Lust at first sight?
It still wasn't.
It took quite a while
Yeah.
of us being, I guess, like friends.
How is your relationship?
We both spend a lot of time at work, and even sometimes when we come home, we'll bring the work home.
How often are you having sex?
Like once every 2 weeks. I'd say 2 weeks. You say 3. I'd say 2.
When it does happen, on a scale of 0 to 10, where would you rate it? 10 being toe curling, out of this world terrific, 0 being, okay, it was a spasm. Where would you rate it?
I'd say it's probably 7 to 8.
A 2 or a 3. Like if you say there's other stuff, like, yeah, maybe a 2.
A 2. Yeah. Where you were doing it fairly regularly, what kind of sexual goals do you have so that you're really looking forward to it and saying, ooh?
We're always so vanilla, like it's in the bedroom and, you know, it's very almost old-fashioned. If we go on vacation or on a long weekend, like, you know, sex is good, communication is good.
I know you're busy. What do you think is really going on?
She is quite involved with more things than I am, and so has filled her plate.
Monday to Friday, we'll only be together at home on 1 or 2 nights.
There's not a whole lot of time left for one-on-one, whether it's sex or anything.
Even chatting? He's
not a huge talker, he's much more quiet. Ultimately, I'm like, no, I can't have sex yet, I want to talk to you. And he's just like, oh, I can't, we have to talk, like, can we do that later?
For me, I see that as the biggest problem. It's just, it's all work, it's all outside life.
The Monday to Friday, we do work like super late, and we'll come home oftentimes at, I don't know, 8 or 9.
You're really tired.
I fall asleep on the couch often.
When someone tells me that the plate is too full to make room for sex, I know it's more than likely because the sex isn't tasty enough to make it onto that plate. I need to help these guys break out of their predictable routines and make sex so interesting that they can't help but find time for it. There's 7 cards in here. Each night you have a different mission, and I would request you to make this a priority and see where it takes you.
From your own history together, share your favorite sexual experience with each other and recreate it. Be sure to give each other lots of feedback.
Make your body parts talk, one part at a time, sharing what each part would like done to it. Example, if my nipples could talk, they'd ask you to...
Play a sexual truth or dare, where you ask each other about different things you've done, truth, or different things you'd like to try, dare.
Become each other's pleasure genies and indulge one new request each that you haven't tried before.
Dedicate an entire evening to indulging the 5 senses on each other. You may use sauces, blindfolds, restraints. No. Candles, music, feathers, whatever tickles your fancy as creatively as possible.
And this is just to get some conversation going, because it seems like you don't have too much of a sexual dialogue going.
Could we do one every day?
One every night, yeah, or every day, whenever you like.
It's a lot of time.
Try it, you might just like it.
Yeah. Okay, Anne, let's see if you can put your money where your mouth is.
If you want your sex life to be less old-fashioned, we need to break you out of your conservative shell. Time for a little bump and grind.
First thing we're going to do is learn some moves with the boa.
Yeah.
And we're going to move a little bit to the side, crossing our left foot over our right, and doing a little sort of dip. And yeah, just like that. Very good, very good. Grab it and let it spin. Very good. We'll turn around, we'll do a little bit of this. And
So wait, are you moving? How are you doing this? Are you moving your butt or just your
no,
thing?
let's just do this for now. Cock to the side here, and then cock to the side there. Very good. And very dramatically, we're going to toss it over.
While Anne continues to learn the art of burlesque, Jacob finds new ways to make Anne moan.
Outer labia. The first thing to note is you don't want to go right for the clitoris or the vagina.
Next, on Between the Sheets. Jacob and Anne both want to add a little spice to their sex life. Time to teach Jacob a few secrets of female sexuality.
Hi there, Jacob. I'm Chanelle.
Hi.
What's your dream for what you could get out of sex with your partner?
Two things. One is to make sure that she's enjoying the entire act to the most that she can. And I guess the other nice thing would be to make it a whole body experience.
The female sexual arousal cycle is quite different than the male one. The male one is kind of like it builds up, then it spikes, then it's down. I'm done. Right? You know.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. So the female one actually has a longer lead up, and it has a phase that doesn't even really exist in the male one called plateau. So the first stage is just desire. Do I want to have sex? Do I feel like it? Am I in the mood? When men wonder, well, how can I get her more excited about sex? Part of it is, how are you guys getting along? Who did the dishes? Who cooked that day? Who's taking care of the kids? All those things will affect how interested she is in sex. Then there's excitement. And excitement is the phase where everything on our body starts to swell. In fact, our breasts can get up to 30% bigger when we're turned on. Convenient, isn't that nice?
One of the really classic burlesque moves that we always do is the bump and grind. Start just with our feet kind of planted, about a hip's width apart. And we're gonna sort of engage our stomach muscles here so that we're standing nice and tall.
Okay.
And stuff, but at the same time, we're gonna loosen our knees a little bit so that we can do a little bit of squatting. There we go.
Okay.
And what we're gonna do is we're gonna raise our right hip out to the side, move it around to the back, out to the left, around to the front, and stuff. And
So do you go
all the way around in a circle.
Okay.
Yeah, all the way around. Very good, very good. That looks hot. And then we're going to shoot it forward.
All right.
Yeah, you're gonna use your knees a little bit to help you move it up.
Okay, so do that again.
Yeah, back,
Yeah.
and then shoot it up with your, yeah, very good, very good.
Okay.
Then there's plateau. And plateau is basically where everything is just going great. That's it. It's not really up or down. It's just sort of like things feel good. And if you keep going and you keep the stimulation up, that will tip over into orgasm. And orgasm is when we have all those involuntary muscle spasms, which is one of the only ways that you can really tell if a woman's having an orgasm, is those muscles. So after desire, excitement, plateau, and orgasm, you've got resolution. Breathing comes back down, muscle tension comes down, heart rate comes down, and all that stuff. Now for some women, after a short period, they can go back into the excitement phase. Hence, multiple orgasms.
It's so natural in the movies, but
Yeah, no, but you really do have to kind of learn the moves. Well, you can put your hands up in the air, and then it actually kind of looks like you're bumping against something, right? Like it's totally like you're trying to get out of a cage.
oh, do you have to do that?
Like you don't have to.
Spears all the way.
No, you don't have to.
Women love to have their hair touched. It's so intimate, and basically only you and her mother have ever done it to her. And it signals to her that she can trust you, that there's that intimacy there, that you care about her. Then you've got her breasts. Don't dive for the breasts and don't pinch or anything like that. but go for the areas of her breasts that sometimes get overlooked, like the side and the bottom. Then you've got her stomach and her hips. A lot of women, me included, not very big fans of their stomach. But don't ignore it, because then it's like sending a signal that you don't like that part of her body.
Yep.
And we're gonna fan to our left. There's a lot of things you can do with a fan in a burlesque act. You can fan yourself when you get too hot. And you can use them to hide behind. You can flirt with it.
Well, for a lot of women, because they orgasm from clitoral stimulation, not intercourse, the things that we traditionally think of as foreplay are in fact core play. It's the center. That's the main event. So the touching, the kissing, the caressing, the oral sex, the manual stimulation, that's core play. So once you've spent, say, 20 minutes on the foreplay, then we're more ready to move into the play that's on her genitals.
These are great for shaking and stuff, which is also something we really do a lot of in burlesque, but they give you a lot of movement. Lead with our left foot.
Yeah.
And shake our hip out a couple times. Very good. And our right hip. Very good.
I see.
Yeah, so you're gonna start to move it. So let's do it fast. Visually, it's very appealing.
Men are funny.
Yeah, yeah. Great. Okay, so now we got the shaking going on.
Yeah.
So the first thing to note is you don't want to go right for the clitoris or the vagina. Play with the inside of her thigh, the outer labia, right? And then something to know about the clitoris is that it actually goes down, it continues underneath her inner labia. If you're going to penetrate with your fingers, always curve up, because that way you hit her G-spot. No flicking. Women hate flicking.
Flicking. Oh.
Nobody likes that. And I'm just here to tell you on behalf of womankind, we don't want you to do that.
So do you want to try and put it all together? We've got all these moves? Okay, great.
I don't know how you do that.
Yes. Can you see your friends moving?
And do a little of this. And do a little of this.
And around 1, 2, 3.
But there's really nothing that compares to a good oral sex orgasm. That's like the apex. Ooh, yeah.
The workshop was a great experience for me. Chanelle teaching me how to involve the entire body in the experience. Also how the stages of the arousal, so starting with the desire, moving through the excitement phase of the plateau, and gave me a lot to think about and a lot to go home and practice.
Here. And leg out. So do this. Up.
The workshop was really good. It was a lot of fun, and I think I'm a little bit more conservative than I thought I was, so it was good to kind of push past some of those boundaries. So yeah, I'll go see if I can get myself a boa and see if Jacob likes it.
Anne and Jacob want to take things out of the bedroom, so we explore the possibilities of various locations. Next on Between the Sheets. It seems like Anne and Jacob are breaking out of their sexual shells and starting to enjoy each other a bit more. Time to get them out of the bedroom and find a few other places to enjoy their spicy new sex life.
What's on your mind? What's really happening according to you? What you'd like to happen?
When it does happen, it seems to be the same times, on the same sort of days, in the same location, the same positions.
Just being comfortable enough to not be in a bed.
Location, location, location isn't just a buzzword for Hollywood and big businesses. Since you guys wanted to do something slightly differently, how would you like to try having sex in different places?
Sure.
You seem a little hesitant.
Well, on camera, but
Well,
yeah, we can
how
learn.
about clothed sex in
That's
different positions?
Fine.
Hop on here.
Okay.
Okay. Feline position. We're not going to call it doggy anymore.
Yeah.
Get really comfortable. Okay, Jacob. You can't just sit there. You have to position you too. Let's see you do your stuff.
Your mom is so not watching.
And you know what? This is a really ultra sensitive spot for a lot of women. Do you like being kissed there?
Sure.
Okay, Jacob, take it away. You're right there. And look at the mobility you have. Your back doesn't hurt, your knees don't hurt, and you're supporting here. Even if you're all the way down, like you can kind of bear down more, he can still kind of lean onto you, he can spoon
Yeah.
into you, and he can kiss you. Is that feeling more intimate?
Yeah, no, that's good. We could try that. This is a great couch too. So.
And it's certainly more intimate.
Yes.
Plop yourself right here, Jacob. Get nice and comfortable. You can either just kind of straddle him like this and mount him. You're close, you're intimate, face to face. Up, down, sideways, circular, whatever moves you like. So you can either do it forward, or if you'd rather, if you like the snuggled up feeling, then you can just go this way. Again, you get to move, you get to control the depth of penetration, the speed, everything, and you of course get to play with her. He can reach forward, he can play with your breasts, or you can stroke her, have fun with her, any way you like. So pick your favorite and show me what you got.
So I guess I'll take this position. And yeah, is that
Good.
comfy?
Of course.
Yeah, that's really
Frees up
comfy.
hands.
Hands are free, you can do lots of stuff. You don't have to worry about stamina, not crushing your partner. You can do whatever you like.
So when does he start doing most of the work?
Well, since the person on the top is in control, they do have to do a little bit more work. This is what I want you to do. Jacob, you're going to have her standing right in front of you and just kind of be comfortable around one of his legs. So just lean forward on your dominant leg. She's going to kind of straddle it a little bit. And then you support her, help her lift up, and you can help him too if you like. And then you grab her right underneath the butt or the waist, wherever you're most comfortable, and you slide her across the counter. Just like that. Now you pull her close to you.
There'd be a whole lot of talking and wine first though, right?
I would hope so, yes.
Back to the hole.
Oh, I like the way you trace her body like that. See, he's thought of doing this before.
Oh, I know he has. He's tried.
The workshop was a very interesting experience. Got to try a bunch of different things that normally we probably wouldn't have done on our own. On the couch certainly was interesting, in the kitchen. And it was great, kind of pushed us a little outside what we're normally used to, and kind of opened our eyes to what we can try, and hopefully we'll go home and start practicing.
Yeah, the thing about Rebecca is she's so open about everything, and so she, you say, yeah, we're kind of vanilla, and then she says, well, why? Here, this is what you can do.
I check in with Anne and Jacob a few weeks later and see if these busy professionals have been getting busy with each other on a more regular basis.
First thing we do is talk about it.
Yeah, I guess I'd agree. The communication thing was really good. I don't know what you guys said to him.
Next on Between the Sheets. It's been 2 weeks since I've seen Anne and Jacob. I can't wait to hear if their couch has been getting a workout. So guys, how has your homework helped you?
One of the biggest ways is it's got us talking about things. So we take the card and read through it. The first thing we do is talk about it.
Yeah, I guess I'd agree. The communication thing was really good. I don't know what you guys said to him or how or I don't know what, but he's pretty good at asking lots of questions and like being very patient about talking about stuff.
How were you able to incorporate the workshops?
I need a boa or some form of something, and when I tried to show him what it was, it seemed very, like ballerina type, trying to show what. So I'll have to get some form of prop to make that actually work.
It's been good just taking bits and pieces from the workshop and what I've learned to try and apply it to us, and certainly.
Is that where all the talking came from?
Well, yeah, it's talking and all that sort of stuff, so it's
It was good.
so far so good.
How has it affected you in the bedroom? Are you having sex more often?
Yeah.
But can you throw a number at me?
3 or 4. That's
At
great.
least. So I have to ask, have you tried doing it in different positions?
Yeah, we tried the couch. We need a
in the
new
living room.
couch.
What's the biggest change that you've discovered from this experience?
The biggest positive one is just openness to communicate. Like the taboo topics aren't there anymore, and so it's really nice. It's like
Yeah.
free-flowing conversation. Much more so, like I think before this I would have been a lot more comfortable talking to my girlfriends about that kind of stuff, and now not at all. Like
Yeah.
I'm talking to my girlfriends and going, Jacob, do you know that?
Yeah.
So it's good.
Yeah, no, that's certainly been the biggest benefit, is just not being afraid or whatever to bring up a topic about sex.
Well, Anne and Jacob certainly seem to have opened up to each other sexually, connecting like never before. When was the last time you truly opened up about your dreams, wishes, and desires? How about getting playful tonight? See you next time on Between the Sheets.